Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, internet goers of all ages, welcome to a trailer review by I Bleed Media. I am a hero in stitches, and with me today is...
the Fozzie Bear.
As most of you know who's been following us on social media, we've been watching, Fozzie and I have been watching the Saw movies from the first one in kind of preparation for this new movie that's coming up in, when, October?
In October, we heard about the rumblings about the Saw 8 being released at the end of this year, so we thought, yeah, you know what, why don't we watch like the old Saw movies, get back in the game a little bit, huh?
That's right. We spent some time over at Fozzie's house. He went through his collection, dusting off those DVD covers, and we've been watching the movies ever since. I think we're on like, what, 4 or 5 right now?
We're on 4 right now, and that's probably where we're gonna stay for a little bit. Because as you said, when I was dusting off the collection, maybe a couple of DVDs don't work so well after a while. They've been worn out. I've watched them for too many times, Stitches. I've watched them for too many times.
That just shows that you are #a real fan, and you'll probably be updating to the Blu-rays because of that, probably, maybe, or just the digital.
The perfect excuse to get the Blu-ray all Saw release sets with double commentary from the actors, directors, and then a special all commentary for all movies from Cary Elwes himself.
And don't forget the I Bleed Media commentary that we will be doing when the DVD releases. We'll be watching this movie, providing our commentary so you guys can watch the movie along with us if you want.
Hello, Stitches. I want to watch a trailer.
Oh.
Boom.
Now the game's simple.
You know, because she's a black and a female, she's probably gonna die.
Look, Oh, dude, did you see a guy hanging there?
Yeah, what?
Oh.
Any identification on the victim?
Where's this, New York?
Puzzle piece.
Yeah, we're actually putting a place to where all of these Saw murders occurred.
This was on the body.
Oh, they stuck a USB drive in the dude?
It looks like an SD card.
Yeah. I could use one of those for my Switch. Oh, look at that!
That looks insane. Oh, they got someone. It's such a different take. Like, it's so odd to see Saw framed up this way.
Yeah.
Look at this music in the background.
I'm not feeling this music.
Hey, that's the gun from 2. And that's the Venus flytrap. Oh.
So they're playing homage. They're playing homage to like the older series, which is nice.
Well,
but...
it looks like it's it's gonna have every type of trap that you've seen so far in any movie in some way, in every movie so far in some way. Like that looked like the shotgun from 3, the one with the key at the end of it.
Yeah. Oh man, they were in like a well there. Yeah, I know the trap you're talking about. He's got like a bunch of puzzle pieces now.
Yeah, I think that he's using, like, this person is using elements from old traps. And this is a very crazy idea. Oh my god.
Oh!
What is this?
Oh, I can't wait to see what they do with that motorcycle. I want to say that Black Detective's been in another movie, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, he's actually the guy from, like, Saw 2, 3, and 4.
They just, like, recasted him.
Yeah. So they're in the barn. And it's daytime. Yeah. That's such an odd choice.
No, it's not creepy at all.
Oh, if Fozzie was in the movie, that's what he would say.
I want to say they were trying to get James Franco for that guy's role.
I read a comment that says like, oh, so I guess Saul's in the Marvel universe.
Okay, that was a very interesting take. In theaters October 27th, so we'll definitely be watching that.
I'm down, man. I'm down. I think it's refreshing to see someone else's take on the Saw story.
I do as well, but I'm not sure if some of the things that they are doing is necessarily within the just based on this is all based on the trailer and specifically the music choice alone. I wasn't really a fan of the music choice. Everything that I saw visually though, I was pretty much on board with. Sans the daytime. See, I'm not sure. Not sure.
Oh no.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, dude.
I ain't going ahead. Did you see what happened to those 5 guys in the room with the chains?
Yeah, they all got like, their heads chopped off.
One of them did. One of them did, and 4 doors open. it's kind of like Saw 5 in the sense where like someone's dropping and it's almost expected like someone has to die.
It's a
from
marathon.
the next set of trap.
It's a marathon of traps, you know what I mean?
Marathon strats.
So they probably start off like in a warehouse, like underground and whatnot, and they have to make their way to the surface. And like those that make it to the surface get to see this Jigsaw on the bike. And that's actually a kamikaze bomber. He's gonna explode and they're all gonna die.
Here's the thing, like the first 7, to be very fair, like, okay, in general, broad strokes the first 7 movies were basically made by like the same kind of team. You know, directors changed and the writers changed at certain points, but that production team, I think, stuck throughout the first 7 movies. This looks like a set of just completely different people. And we could have just not had a Saw 8 movie. Or we could have, and we would have all been massively disappointed with what we're seeing right now. But I have high hopes for the story that this is trying to tell. I don't feel like it should have some type of crazy twist ending. You know, something just like something that
They have to have a
repeats.
twist ending, man. It's by Twisted Pictures, man. There's got to be a twist in there, you know?
Yes, only does Twisted Pictures have a library of movies where I think 100% of the movies that they've released have twist endings to them?
You know, I would be kind of disappointed if that was not the case. With a studio name like that, you gotta have those twist endings, man.
Well,
Gotta mix
saying
it
that, I believe 100% of their movies has twist endings because I've only seen their name associated with the Saw movies.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, I'm trying to remember if I'm sure they probably have made other movies, but I've only associated them with Saw personally.
Yeah.
To the
And
best
now
of
it's-
my recollection, I've only watched Twisted Picture movies with the saws and the chains and the jigsaws.
I like the Saws because they cut things.
They cut things in half, they make the babies dead.
What the hell?
Wait, was that too dark?
What was I gonna say? As far as lore goes, this actually does take place in the same universe. You hear John Kramer's voice in the SD card, which just makes you wonder. Like, I don't know how much time this guy has spent setting up traps.
Zero. They couldn't even afford John Kramer's. He's just like, yo, I'm too busy for you guys. Here's an audio recording. Pay me my money.
Basically, like, what flashback now are we gonna see that involves Jigsaw that 10 years later, I think in story, this is like about 10 years later after everything that's happened before, this shit is rising up again, you know?
Well, I think it's a copycat killer type story, you know?
What if he just, like, in that sense where he sees that vision, but he has his own warped version of it, so maybe in that sense, he doesn't really care much about how you end up at the end of the traps. He just likes doing it now.
Speaking of like doing it, did you guys enjoy this trailer? Did you think it was worthy of the Saw name, the Saw brand, the Saw franchise? Are you gonna watch this movie? I don't know. I am.
I'm genuinely curious. I'm a very huge Saw fan. I didn't see the first one in theaters. I caught it like on DVD when it was released, and then I've
Hashtag not a real fan.
I've hit like the theater on like the midnight showing on Thursday night for like every movie since then. Even when it hit the final chapter, even when the gross revenue was dwindling down with each release, I stood there. And if you're one of those types as well, if you are also a Saw fan, let me know. Don't talk to Stitches. Let me know how you feel about this.
Yeah. If you're a fan of like horror graphics and just like production value, talk to me. But if you're a fan of just the franchise itself, don't talk to me. Talk to me.
Yeah. Stitches doesn't even want to talk to me about Saw.
I don't want to talk to you, period. Yeah, so, there's a comment section below. You guys can drop a comment. Yeah.
Hit that like, hit that dislike, hit that subscribe. If there's any other buttons that lets us know things, hit that too. Watch later.
There's a bell notification that you can click so you can get an update on all of our videos. All of them. Not even just this one, but all of them.
Hit share. Don't even if you're not part of like any of the social network systems that share link is connected to, just hit it anyway.
What the fuck? There's a share button?